from 2012 to now. And that was his history. From his first title to what he is now. And you wanted to make an argument against he was walking out. What else about that water? He was walking out the ocean and he said, magnificent view. Remember that? I remember that. The smoke. And that was great.
On the latest edition of the Stephen A. Smith Show, the ESPN personality and Shannon Sharpe discussed every detail on what has been going on with Floyd Mayweather, including his bankruptcy claims, his departure from the States, his scam, deals, and the viral social media post from 50 Cent.
Good to make all that money. You got to do it to keep yourself broke. When you look at the Vegas casinos, just think twice about going down there. That's all. Send your boys to do it for you. Order room service. Chill out. Do something. Anything but gamble, bro. Keep your money. Because as great as you are, I got news for you.
He rolled up on me in a black SUV and rolled the window down.
That's true. That's true. That was scary. I thought he was going to shoot. I thought it was a drive-by. I thought it was a damn drive-by. It scared the living hell out of me. You understand? I mean, that's an absolutely true story. But at the end of the day, all I'm trying to...
Smith claimed he got most of this insider information from one of Floyd Mayweather's former assistants, who left his team but maintains close contact with many of his current workers to start. He assured viewers on the show that Floyd Mayweather was truly broke, and he explained that brokenness wasn't his inability to afford some luxurious and expensive items, but the fact that he was in so much debt that he wouldn't be able to settle the debts with all he has.
He owe that money to the IRS. How much does he owe?
It's in the $20+ million range.
It's a lot of money, man.
But it's not something that he's been, it's not like deception.
No.
It's just neglect to pay.
Neglect. And it's also like, I think, and there is like a truth to this, he makes so much money.
He said he has many proofs that Floyd Mayweather is truly broke. And this is not to say he lacks money at all. He still has everything. But his debts would eat up all he has if he is to pay them all.
Wow, no, they call him Money Mayweather. Bro, where's your money?
He's walking around in women's Fendi clothing, taking, no disrespect.
Shannon then highlighted that Floyd Mayweather was owing a huge 8-figure sum in tax payments dating back to 2017 when he fought Conor McGregor, which was one of the highest-grossing boxing fights in history with 4.3 million pay-per-view buys, making it only second to Mayweather versus Manny Pacquiao.
He to go. He to go.
He's not.
Say it with me.
He's not.
He to go.
He's not. I just got off the phone with MJ last night just to remind him.
You should have hung up on him.
Remind him. I hung up on him.
Yeah. Say
Like
go.
the blasphemy coming out of your mouth right now. Okay. It's okay. You can believe that. You can believe that.
Man, still going to draw 21. But we'll do. I'm sure. You know what?
For some reason, Floyd Mayweather kept escaping tax punishments over the years, but on this, Stephen A. Smith pointed out a crucial fact that was reported. To him, this is not to say he has not paid taxes over the last 8 years. He has paid some good millions, but he has done nothing compared to what he is meant to pay. And while he has a gigantic tax bill to sort, his flashy lifestyle has not helped matters. This was particularly unimpressive for Shannon Sharpe, who feels Floyd Mayweather pays too much attention to the little boy in him and is yet to assume the role of a father.
Here's what's gonna hurt you. Here's what's gonna hurt you. Because you see, when you're talking like that, people are like, but shit, that. No, I'm gonna sit back and let you do it. And then I'm gonna say, you finish? Like, you sure?
No.
And you're gonna be like, nah. And I'm gonna say, you gotta wait, man, because I waited. Here I come.
All your point when they're like, hey, it's time to pay your taxes. And you go like, all right, here's a check for $25 million. That's an incredible amount of money. And then they go, that's true, but you owe 50 more. And he's just like, that can't be right. I've given you $25 million.
Yeah, he's bought over 100 luxury cars in the same...
It's sad to see a father act that way. How then does he lead his kids, take the flashy lifestyle out of Floyd, and he would be doing comfortably well without debts? Floyd Mayweather has cars that he probably would not use in years, and jewelry he would not wear often. He splashed money on both unimportant and important things. Well, Stephen A. Smith had something to say about this. While Floyd Mayweather has always shown up as one of the world's biggest real estate ambassadors, Stephen A. Smith confessed that this is not exactly the case with Floyd Mayweather.
Deal with the tsunami that I'm gonna rain down upon you when it comes, especially to that subject. Especially to that subject.
Every noise he makes about real estate investments are total lies. His only investments are clothes, shoes, and cars, and even a toddler knows those are not real investments. This claim was backed up by the discovery of federal agents Once they got into the home of Floyd Mayweather, Homeland Security agents invaded his home amidst this controversy, and while he was nowhere to be found, the federal agents were able to discover many strange things in his house and seize some important items from the house.
Which is why I sit here with sadness today to report to you that I'm incredibly disappointed in one of my all-time favorite fighters, my brother, Floyd Mayweather.
First, several fake real estate documents were found in Mayweather's custody. There were several unauthorized property documents that Mayweather had used in deceiving many individuals, businesses, and organizations. Alongside the real estate documents, there were also jewelries that were seized as the house was locked, while all the inhabitants were told to vacate the premises until they fetch out Floyd Mayweather, who was no longer in the country. At the time, the most prominent real estate document the federal agents found was the document of the $400 million property he claimed to have gotten in Manhattan, New York City. Upon proper findings, it was revealed that it was all a lie.
Storm was coming. See, your storm happened for 9 years, then took 2 years off. And it happened for 3 years, and took another 3 years off. And then it kind of just was like drizzling. My storm been going for 21 years raining.
Shannon Sharpe reiterated how Mayweather announced his biggest single deal to date, the purchase of a sprawling portfolio of 62 rental apartment buildings in Upper Manhattan. Floyd Mayweather was emphatic when saying that all the buildings belonged to him and that he had no partners involved. Mayweather proclaimed in a video posted on his Instagram account that also included a slideshow of him touring some of the buildings. He also claimed that all the retail that was shown on the buildings all belonged to him.
We don't get to ignore those first 7 or 8 years where there were a couple of occasions where one, he was accused of quitting, and I don't believe that, by the way.
No,
I don't believe
they
that.
accused Noah of drunkenness.
No. I'm talking about this.
God still gave him the offer.
I got you. But I feel you. But it's true. But still accused of drunkenness.
Oh.
But the point is,
His final statement was, guess what, you can do the same. It's all about making power moves for the weirdest reasons. Mayweather posted that his real estate investment firm, Veda Properties, paid $42 million for the properties, yet according to reports from Stephen A., the boxer's bold claims do not appear to match reality. A month after Mayweather's announcement, none of the buildings have changed hands, according to New York City property records, which are usually updated within days of a sale. Several experts said a deal to sell the properties outright to Mayweather does not seem imminent.
Into my lifestyle, showing people how I live. Now, I know you guys see me on the regular talking about real estate. Well, lately, I purchased 62 apartment buildings in New York City. And what I need you guys to do, slide over, check out the photos. It's not all 62 buildings, it's a few buildings, but guess what? All the buildings belong to me. I don't have no partners. And all the retail down low on my buildings all belong to me.
I know you like to make money. You're never going to stop making money. Very, very few people on the planet know how to make money like you know how to make money. But some of this stuff is...
It's all about making power moves.
Yeah, I got it.
And a point like this is all of it. And you sitting right now. We're in Manhattan. That's what we do. Come on. All this money makes. No partners. All by myself. Over 1,000 apartments. I'm just getting started.
Surprisingly, the man's voice, however, was starkly different from existing recordings of McNair. The person insisted that Mayweather had acquired the portfolio, but declined to discuss details of the transaction on the record. He said that Mayweather had lived in affordable housing as a child and had been drawn to the properties in part because they include rent-regulated apartments.
Money, I buy them houses, I buy them cars. Told them, listen, you gotta go to school or you work in one of my businesses, then you can branch off, get your own business, and I'll put the money up to help you start a business, but I need you guys to take what I've already started and triple and double that
and then I need my...
In a podcast interview in 2022, Mayweather said that during his boxing career, with the help of his former manager Al Heyman and his Jewish and white friends, he initially invested $5 million in commercial real estate and began to net $50,000 a month in proceeds, an impressive 12% return on his money. He suggested during that interview that he held a stake in One Vanderbilt, a 400-foot-tall Manhattan office tower controlled by SL Green. Mayweather said that he was a part of the project, adding incorrectly that the skyscraper is the tallest building in New York City.
So, Floyd, man, like, you got everything, you got the skyscrapers, you got the cars, you got the houses, you got... What's next?
What I'm working on now, I don't really want for nothing.
Alexandra Zarai, a spokeswoman for SL Green, said in an email, "We don't comment on questions regarding individual investors." But aside from the revelation regarding his false properties, Mayweather also has troubles with a jewelry store, as he's doing a debt campaign from place to place. Floyd Mayweather was recently sued by a jewelry store for owing them money for years. This is alongside several other debts he owes to companies that have called him for brand deals, ambassadorial deals, and many others.
Social media, I don't do that anymore because I'm truly, truly blessed, way beyond belief. You know, what's important to me right now is my real estate, my family, different things I'm involved with. You know, it's all about helping kids, the new generation, surpass Floyd Mayweather and be a better Floyd Mayweather. So, you know, everything that I did, you know, in the past, if it was...
Specifically, the jeweler's lawsuit claims that Mayweather and Tyga violated the Racketeer-Influenced and Corrupt Organizations Act. It accuses the boxer and musician of fraud, civil conspiracy, breach of contract, unjust enrichment, and theft. Slemanov claims that Mayweather has not paid him for luxury watches from the Audemars Piguet, Richard Mille, Patek Philippe, and Rolex Presidential Day-Date brands, a diamond ring and a diamond chain. Tyga, for his part, owes him for a Rolex. The jeweler claimed in the lawsuit that Mayweather had only paid him $267K in 2 down payments before he delivered the merchandise. He claims that he met once with the boxer and rapper to settle the debt at the request of Mayweather's agent, Jonah Recknick.
As you get older, you have to look at things in a different way. You know, my son this year is 26 years old. So in 4 years, I'm going to be 30. Then my daughter will be 29 in 4 years. So I have, you know, grandchildren. So the same thing I was doing 10 years ago, I can't be doing it. Even 5 years ago, I can't be doing it. It's all about growth, and I'm growing every day. Yeah.
It was confirmed that Mayweather did not go to Mexico, did not confirm the conference as promised, and subsequently deleted the Mexico poster and workout information from Instagram. The CDMX government, which had been pushing to help the event occur in the late summer, was said to be disappointed with how things transpired. It got so bad that fans and media fired shots at the boxing legend as they wondered what was going on in the mind of Mayweather when he was reportedly being paid $1 million just to show up at the media event. According to reports by WBN, Mayweather's absence from the press conference left organizers and journalists bewildered, with no explanation provided for his no-show. The CDMX government, which had been actively involved in facilitating the event, expressed disappointment over the turn of events, casting a shadow over Mayweather's reputation and the future of his exhibition matches in Mexico. There aren't many around Mayweather who can clarify what is going on with the boxing legend, who has flown out of the country for safety in times like this. Such discussions between StephenASmith and Shannon Sharpe are among the few that can be trusted. And that's all for now. For the very best updates on news, moments, events, and actions in the world of boxing, stay connected with us by subscribing to our YouTube channel. Don't forget to turn on notifications to get notified when we drop quality content like this. Until next time, peace.